December of 2025. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and shuffle the cards to see what's going on for the current energy. This may end up being a love reading for some of y'all. Keep in mind, this will not be a blank screen throughout the whole video. Y'all will be able to see the cards. So what's going on for the current energy for tonight of December of 2025? Okay, so the current energy for tonight is a page of swords reverse, the temperature reverse. Okay, something may be off. Sagittarius energy, eight of cups. All right, so this may end up turning into a love reading for some of y'all. There could be a new love unexpectedly arriving out of nowheres. What's good, man? Hope y'all doing okay. To my genuine supporters on here, I greatly appreciate the comments and the feedback. So this may end up turn out to be a love reading. I just seen a comment on there. I noticed that name before, so Queen of Cups reverse, Queen of Pentacles. Some of you may unexpectedly have either a Virgo, there's heavy Virgo energy here, Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo. There's something off about something though with the Temperance card reverse. Two of Sword. Okay, so this is an individual that may feel the need to want to provide you with protection. This could be someone that may have been suspicious of someone before. They could have seen you and observed you in a public setting. This give me the vibes of an analyzer. Heavy Virgo energy here. This could be a Virgo feminine. Could also be a water sign, but I'm getting heavy Virgo placements with the magician card. This individual may have some Leo in their chart, but they may be a Virgo. There's heavy Virgo energy here. There's someone that's doing a hell of a lot of analyzation here and knows that someone genuine is relentlessly being bothered. And they may be alerting people of their family to let them know that this is not you behind something. Okay, so someone that may be a grounded individual. Okay, so this individual may have a spiritual side to them and they're very grounded. They could be kind of the shy type. They don't really say much. And that could come across as very strange to other people. So they could be an outsider themselves. They don't really follow people, but like a lot of people may enjoy talking to this person. So they can be sociable, but at the same time, they have an introverted side to them. It sounds like to me somebody wants to sit there and to protect somebody from some type of slander. And they may be alerting their family members to let them know what's really going on because they feel something off about a situation. This is a person that could be hella mad because of somebody being screwed with that way. This could have something to do with someone's grandfather. That may be a powerful person. Something about a grandfather. That may be a powerful person in this individual's family. Okay, so that would be their grandpa. Something very significant about their grandpa. Somebody could be letting their grandpa know that someone's a victim of slander because they clearly see through something with the two of swords reverse. Oh, okay. So someone could be stepping in to protect someone when it comes to this individual trusting their intuition. They may have brownish reddish hair or like a brownish reddish tint to their hair, or maybe a brunette. There's brunette hair color, there's reddish brown, kind of like a burgundy color. There's something very significant about someone's grandpa. This person could be showing some type of proof to their grandpa that someone is an innocent person. So this individual could walk away. This is an individual that's been sitting back observing and gathering information, and they're very detailed when it comes to the way that they observe things. They observe the details. They may also have a OCD thing about them to where if something is out of place, something is going to relentlessly bother this person until something is fixed. They could be picking up something that may be giving them an uncomfortable feeling about a situation. This person's gonna better to prove to their grandpa, but their grandpa may not be that much up in age, but they still have age to them. Whoever this man is has a lot of power. There's something very significant about someone that may be in this individual's family that they may be talking to and proving something to them in order for someone to be genuinely helped out. This is someone being able to prove that someone is genuine because they see through a lot of lies. This person knows that there's a female somewhere. It don't have to be a female. Someone is playing victim and continuously keeps on doing things to bother someone. This could have something to do with a man being bothered. There's a female willing to take a masculine side to let her grandpa know that a man keeps on being bothered and screwed with. But this is highly intimidating to these individuals that like to group up together to make the person seem as if they're a bad person. Like people would agree to what's going on. But this is an individual right here that has their opinions of themselves. They have their own opinion about things. They're not going to be swayed by slander. What it's going to do is it's going to catch this person's attention and they're going to sit back and observe what's going on in their surroundings. This is an individual that knows that someone has had their back turned and something keeps on being done behind this masculine's back, apparently. Something very significant about a grandpa of theirs. So that would be okay. So if they have a dad, that would be their dad's dad or their mom's dad. That would be their grandpa. Why am I getting heavy grandpa energy here? Six of Cup Traverse. Because of something that keeps on bothering the individual. This could be related to a situation in regards to someone from someone's past. Clarify that. King of Cups. Okay, so this could be related to a masculine that's innocent that keeps on being bothered. This person may know some of this masculine's family, but they don't know them personally on a personal level, but they know enough about them to prove that this individual is innocent. Yeah, Two of Cups. This tends to be okay, so there's a few individuals that see where someone's coming from. Clarify that. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. This could be someone that may be observer of what this individual does for their job. They may be observing something when it comes to someone's job. Someone's job could be revealing a lot of truth about. There's that page of wands reverse again. Someone keeps doing something, bro, on a fake page. And there's a lot of people figuring out about that, figuring that out. Clarify the page of wands reverse. Yeah, the sun reverse. Leo energy. Someone's trying to keep this in the dark that someone's on a fake page trying to make someone look bad. That's what this is connected to. And they're trying to have them slandered. The Tower card, Scorpio energy, but this is all being exposed. Possibly someone coming in to help a situation out to have something exposed. This don't look too good for someone who keeps doing this to somebody because this is going to have this person that has been doing all this shady nonsense exposed. Hierophant reverse. This could be an authority figure that's getting exposed with the Hierophant reverse. This individual is corrupt too. All right, so there's a situation that is out of line. Individuals trying to control a false narrative about someone off a fake page because a page of wands reverse keeps on coming out. And this is related to a powerful person being scandalized with the Hierophant reverse. This could be a preacher, a priest. This could be someone in the institution. If they're the innocent on the innocent side of the situation, this could be related to someone that may be in a powerful position in the institution that may be subjected to a scandal if they haven't been doing anything to abuse their power. This could be related to a spiritual leader that may be subjected to a scandal, an outrage, someone trying to make this individual appear as if they're doing something morally wrong. But in reality, it's someone else that is trying to control the narrative for the individual to be seen that way with the Hierophant reverse. And if this is someone in authority with the Hierophant reverse, they're abusing that position to do it. Yeah, and this is something they've been getting away with. Been getting away with it with the Seven of Swords. But they're ignoring the warnings that people are paying attention. It's like this individual's trying to camp out. They're trying to camp out somewhere. They're trying to hide. This is all about a card of throwing rocks and hide their hands. I'm gonna tell you why they're trying to avoid detection. They're trying to avoid being caught for doing that because this is gonna have the real person, all the truth come out. That's not gonna be a lie about who this individual is. Because apparently they got a lot to hide. Five of Pentacles. This person ain't gonna be doing this for much longer. They're not gonna be doing that for much longer. No, they're not. The Emperor card. Remember how I channeled earlier? Someone's grandpa could be alerted about a problem. There's that older man energy. So this could be somebody's grandpa. That's the truth. Ace of Swords. Someone's grandpa has been alerted with a lot of truth. The Hermit reverse. Connected to some type of false investigation. Give me the vibes of a Virgo feminine looking into a situation because they're intuitively guided to do so. That could be stressing them out. That could be weighing them down because of someone having a plan. That's giving me the vibes of the waiting process. Something is pending with the Two of Wands. So all while something is pending and there's a waiting period going on, there's a lot of truths that's coming out with the Tower card. And someone's relentlessly trying to avoid. It's like they think that they're not going to get caught, but they already are because of evidence being left behind with the Two of Swords right here. It's like they think that they got all, what's that saying? They think that they have all this figured out, but yet they're leaving a huge trail behind to catch them up. Yeah, look at that. Three of Cups reverse. People are talking mad shit about this person too. They friends turn against them, even though they friends are smiling in their face. These people are fake to the point to where they'll still be friends with this person, all knowing why this individual's been lying on someone. But they're basically just sitting there they basically sitting there smiling in their face and yet watching their back all at the same time because this person can't be trusted. This is the fakest people that has ever walked the face of this earth with the Three of Cups reverse. They scared. They scared to they scared to possibly unfriend this person. If this person has friends on social media, they're afraid to unfriend them because they're codependent. Like they just want some type of external level validation of a lie. Maybe this person can make these individuals feel better about themselves, but it's in a deceptive way. They're too afraid to unfriend this person on social media because they need some type of illusional comfort and some type of support. Wheel of Fortune. But the thing about it is, these people right here, the Three of Cups reverse, their friends know that they're guilty. Their friends know that they're guilty. Their friends know that this is a shady person. And they're smiling in their face while sitting there watching their own back because they don't trust this person. This is about the fakest shit I've ever seen in a day of my life. Ten of Cups reverse. They're mainly trying to extract energy and sources of fuel to make themselves feel better and to try to masquerade the lie. That's mainly what they're keeping these individuals around for. So they could confide into them for some type of illusional comfort. To make them believe that everything is gonna be okay, that they're gonna be able to cover for them and everything is fine. They're telling them things that they want to hear. But this Queen of Pentacles energy or Queen of Cups energy is not operating in that energy. They're actually an outsider when it comes to this situation because they know something fishy is going on. They're not part of this friend group either. With the Three of Cup Traverse, they're definitely not part of a friend group that's involved with doing this. They're the outsider observing what's going on. The world reverse. So this is pertaining to a cycle that don't want to close out properly. But mainly, this is circulating this person that keeps doing something. You're not part of this cycle. No matter how much an individual is trying to force you to be part of a cycle to keep something on going, this is what's wrapping itself around this individual to where they can't escape that because everything is coming back full circle on them. They could do all the fucking spells they want to do with the candles in their hand. This person could be involved in spell work, manipulating things, manipulating the spirit world to try to masquerade themselves to where they can't be seen in the realm of the spirit. The thing of it is, they're already seen, and the angels, the spirit realm, don't want shit to do with this person. That's why they're getting exposed. It don't matter what kind of candle they light, bro. Candles don't hold power. Even the intention beyond it, it's the negative intentions that they have towards an innocent person, and the spirit realm knows that this is negative, this is hateful. They're not going to go through with that and cover for them or protect them. No, they're not. The Ace of Pentacles give me the vibes of the spirit world trying to play around and to try to tease this individual to make them think as if they're going to get away with it. It's like dangling fruit in front of them. Just give me the vibes of fruit, dangling fruit in front of them to thinking that they're going to achieve something. But this is for the person that keeps on being messed with for no reason. If something's working in that person's favor, there's people that's working behind the scenes on this individual's behalf to make sure that happens. So it don't matter what they do, bro. They're already caught. But they're just lying to themselves to feed themselves with a lot of bullshit to have them think that they're gonna get away with it. Eight of Swords again. Damn. Damn. Like I've been saying, bro, they're not gonna get out of this one. Eight of Swords are showing up again. I wish I had a tripod, y'all. That way the cards could be seen. Y'all got to excuse background. Give me another clarifier. And then card reverse. Okay, so Scorpio energy in reverse. This is right after the Eight of Swords. Yeah, since something didn't want, so there's double confirmation and clarification here. This is what this person is thinking to themselves, that this is not ever going to end. This is what they're telling themselves, what I'm getting from the Eight of Swords energy. They keep telling themselves that this cycle is not ever going to end, and they're projecting their thoughts onto everybody else to control other people through the psychological manipulation, possibly putting binding magic on their friend group because they're scared. With the Page of Swords reverse, they're scared. They're scared because this ain't nothing but a bunch of slander of what they have been doing. So they're projecting isolation on their friend group, but yet the friend group is sitting there supporting that bullshit. It's like this individual wants these individuals isolated right along with them to follow behind a lie. But this is the thoughts they're projecting onto them in order to try to control them through psychological, spiritual, crown chakra manipulation. All while they're feeding this illusion of this person having their cake and they eat it too. Apparently, they have fun with doing that shit to people. They have fun with doing that to people with Knight of Wands. This is why this person continuously keeps on feeling as if they could get away with that because of projections of what is in their own mind. They tell themselves lies repetitively and they project that on other people. And the thing about it is, this person has an intuition. They have an intuition. They know what they're doing. But guess what? If this is being done to a gifted person that's intuitive, you know everything of what this person's doing. It's almost as if they want you to know what they're doing. They want you to know what they're doing. Why is that? Because they're trying to project some type of rejection. They want you to feel rejected, but you're not. How the fuck are you gonna feel rejected from something that's being done to you? Because in reality, they're rejecting their true self by living through the egotistical expectations of something that's not even reality. Yeah, and that's putting them in despair with the star reverse. The individual is clearly not healed. They're an unhealed person. That's why they operate this way. That's why this was done to you in the first place. Because they're not healed. Page of Cup Traverse. That's why they've been acting this way and don't want to apologize about shit. Like this person never seems to own up to their wrongdoings or apologize. Page of Cup Traverse is giving a strong indication of a lack of an apology. Why is that? Clarify that. Queen of Wands. Because they feel they're always right. They're always right. Everybody else is wrong and they're always right. And their friend group goes right along with it and feeds their fucking ego. But they're annoyed at the same time. Some of them could indeed give this individual the side eye, but they don't do it in front of their face. They do it behind their back because they fake, just like this individual. Heartless. Don't give a shit about nothing, but they trying to pretend as if they're heartless. I'm gonna tell you what the Three of Swords reverse is. This is repressed pain, repressed pain, suppression of their pain, refusing to acknowledge that they have a problem on an internal level. And being around all these people that are enablers to have them thinking that everything is going to be okay, it's really not. And that's what caused them to be in this illusional, confident energy. Everybody else is the problem. Everybody else is the problem. They feel like they didn't hurt anybody, but how come everything is stemming it back to this individual hurting you if they wasn't hurting nobody? Yeah, there's plenty of information out about that with the Eight of Wands. Could possibly be through conversations or just communication physically. There's a lot of talk about this situation. So they act like nobody knows about it. Yeah, but it's all out in the opening with the moon reverse. But they're still not wrong. They're still not a liar, but yet this is what's exposed. A lot of lies, deception. Knight of Pentacle reverse. A cruel situation that didn't want to slow down or come to a halt. It's like instead of this individual stopping the situation, they escalated it with the Eight of Wands. And there is a belief with this individual that believes they're going to better to actually get away with that. That they're not ever going to be seen as a troublemaker or a liar because they have the position to help people, right? With the Six of Pentacles, bullshit, checkmate. It's only to serve themselves while having a person that's supposed to be helped out subjected to trying to get this energy of begging for assistance and help. Nine of Pentacles. That's all right because they're going to get helped anyways. They're going to get helped out anyways, not by this person, but by somebody else. Could be that Virgo that I channeled a few minutes ago, or could be somebody else. Could be a Gemini or a Virgo. Somebody else is going to help them. It ain't gonna, it ain't gotta be this person because they want to relentlessly hold up a lie and a false narrative about themselves, which is exposing a lot of lies and deception that's been projected on someone else that's been the victim, the victimization of lies and slander. And this is what they're not going to better to stand up and defend themselves against. Seven of Wands reverse. This is going to have this person fold because of what was done to this individual with the Ten of Swords. A lot of gossiping going on, trash talking. Could have tried to curse this person with false information, judgment reverse, Scorpio energy, false allegations, relentlessly running their mouth, spreading malicious gossip. This can also represent in love and relationships. Someone needs to check the facts before they go and believe a lie. They need to get their facts straight before they agree to listen to this bullshit. Justice, Libra energy. Okay, so no matter what, something's going to be made right, but they still are telling themselves that things are not ever going to be right. They still are telling themselves that that this is going to be made right in their favor or on their behalf. That's what I'm getting here. But this is a narrative that they're manipulating and telling themselves and trying to project that on a situation. They don't want to own up to the fact that they are guilty. That yes, they are an enemy of slandering an innocent person and victimizing them, but they don't want to be criticized or judged or being held or to have any accountability held to them when it comes to that. They refuse to take accountability. But they're supposed to be some kind of leader, right? With the Hierophant reverse, they're supposed to be a leader. They're supposed to be a powerful person, right? And yet everything is right there in front of everybody's face to prove that they're guilty. Sound like to me this is a cult leader that's refusing to take accountability, but they don't want to be seen as that because that right there intimidates them because they're not fit for the job. That ain't no real fucking cult leader to start with. That's the illusion of it because a real cult leader know what the hell they're doing in order to do things and actually be able to get away with it. But there's a situation that is overpowering that. that is defeating all of their defenses with the Seven of Wands reverse. I'm gonna tell you who the realest. Go ahead and see the realest cult leader out there that I knew about that I did research on was Charles Manson. That's what you call a fucking cult leader, bro. This individual right here ain't got shit on him. This female, whoever she is, Ten of Pentacles, he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing, and he could get into all kind of people's head and have them do the job for him. But guess where it landed him though eventually. But still though, he was intelligent. So how is this person gonna better to be a cult leader, but yet not hold themselves accountable and own up to that, to admit to that, that that's who they are? Because they don't want to get stopped. Like they don't want obstacles to be brought to them to get in the way of their forward movement. That's why. King of Swords reverse. They don't want to be criticized. They don't want authority figures to criticize this person and call them out on their nonsense. That's why. Because they're not brave enough to own up to that. King of Swords reverses give me the vibes of a lack of bravery. They're not brave enough to own up to the fact that they are indeed a cult leader that's trying to manipulate people. This is a feminine that's doing this possibly. That tries to portray herself out to be one way, but yet in reality, she's operating in a manner where she believes in no accountability, but she must be a powerful person, right? Ain't no powerful person. And people just go right along with it, right? And sit there and kiss the individual's backside and agree to it. But someone's refusing to do that. Four of Swords, they possibly don't want to admit to themselves that they have a psychological issue. This can have them stopped by authority for being this person. Because you can't serve both things at the same time if this is an authority figure. If they're operating as a cult leader and yet this is supposed to be an official, they could get pulled out of that position real quick. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Watch. Watch. So let their friends keep on telling them shit that they want to hear. Cause it's gonna happen. Watch. Watch. The lovers. Someone's gonna love to do that. Since they love to portray this false side and false image of themselves. They would love to bring this individual through. What is this Six of Wands reverse? They would love to bring this individual through a fall from grace. To have them seen on the news publicly who they really are. Like I said, they're not a real leader to start with. Six of Wands reverse. And all of their followers could be going through a downfall themselves too. Ten of Wands. Yeah, this don't look too good for this person. I don't know if their friend group is aware of the individual being a cult leader, but they're definitely aware of this person lying a whole hell of a lot. And they're too scared to stand up to this person and tell them how they feel about him. That's why they're still in the position that they're in because they're around a bunch of enablers, weak-minded ass people. King of Pentacles reverse. I'm getting a very significant message, so I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm getting a huge intuitive download. Let them try that shit to the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, or the Criminal Investigations Unit that's investigating this individual possibly due to a lot of financial underhanded dealings that has been discovered. You think the IRS gonna play with this individual and think and care that they are called? They're gonna take this individual down. Watch, watch, watch. Let this individual keep telling themselves that they're gonna live a beautiful life, a life with no problems. You're gonna see, bro. You're gonna see. I'm getting a very strong intuitive download and energy of Internal Revenue Service Criminal Investigations Unit investigating this individual due to a lot of fraudulent activity and doing shady things for financial gain. So go ahead, these friends that support that, go ahead, go right ahead and keep supporting them. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You're gonna find out. All y'all gonna find out. Shout out to this person that may feel like a outsider. There's a Gemini or a Virgo that may be a feeling that may be an outsider that sees what's going on, and they could be talking to their granddaddy, whoever that's resonating with, because this is an individual that's not going to go along with that. They don't believe in that. They have their own opinion about things, but to other people, they come across as naive. Yeah, you think that this person may be quiet, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they observe information and gather the facts before they judge a situation. People quick to want to sit there and make an assumption like, oh well, yeah, well they're naive, they don't know nothing. Or yeah, they're quiet. Watch the quiet ones. Watch the quiet ones. Because that quiet one is gonna be the most intelligent, the smartest one in the room, and the one that's gonna be the most. How can I say this? They're gonna be the most. There's gonna be a lot of intensity about the things that they know. They're going to be able to bring a lot of intensity and mystery, and that's intimidating to a lot of people. So whoever this person is that's been doing this shady shit with slandering somebody is an attention seeker. They love negative attention and positive attention. It don't matter to them. Any type of attention is all the attention. All right, y'all hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and shuffle the cards. I don't know where that intuitive download came from, but I had a very strong third eye message of it showed up as RSCI. That means Criminal Investigations Unit. If this is a cult leader that's been doing this to someone, they're gonna find out. You think they intimidated by you? They don't care who the hell you are. That's the most powerful entity out there, I want to say, on a physical 3D level. They're gonna show you who you not gonna betray, who you not gonna brainwash. You want the attention, you got it all right. You got it. You got the attention all right. Keep on doing that bullshit. You gonna draw the right kind of attention. It ain't gonna be the one you want either. Okay, so this could be one of the ones that ain't playing with this individual. That's not gonna play with this situation because I'm getting a very straight to the point message. Page of Cups. Yeah, Five of Swords. Okay, so this could be the individuals in a higher level of position of power that's not gonna play with the situation because there's that King of Cups again. Someone being done dirty, and there's someone defending this individual behind their back. There's several people that may be defending this person behind their back. Queen of Cups again, lady. Temperance reverse, Sagittarius. The Lovers reverse, Sagittarius, Gemini energy. The Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Okay, there's that Emperor card. So the Emperor card is coming back out again. Nine of Wands reverse, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so there's a cards here of 777. That would be God's number. There's 7, 7, and 7 here. Seven of cups, seven of swords, and seven of pentacles. That's giving me the vibes of this man watching someone's back for them, even though that may not be his position, to defend someone that may be a defendant. Something very significant about a defendant. On a rare occasion, defendants get defended, is what I'm getting. Someone may have put someone in a position as a defendant, but there's someone that's not supposed to. But it all depends on what the situation is about. Usually, this will be a highly intimidating moment for someone that may be a defendant, but this is facing the opposite way with this emperor right below this five of swords. This man ain't happy. He's not watching this person right here. He's watching his surroundings and who is involved with a situation. That's somebody's granddaddy don't look too happy. He's like, yeah, yeah, okay. That's what's going on. Someone done the right thing by letting their granddaddy know something. Their grandpa. That's the grandpa energy. This a powerful man too. Whoever he is, he's powerful. There's something that could be looked into between a Gemini and Sagittarius. There's a connection that may be looked into. There's illusions about two lovers here that's supposed to be together, and there's illusions. A lot of underhanded things being done with two people that's supposed to be together, but there's a kind of like a separation vibe here with the lovers reverse. Or this could have these two separated. There's something highly off about two individuals that may be in a connection with the lovers reverse. This ain't no legitimate connection. This is to create more illusions and to do things underhandedly. To have two people to be participating in a doing underhanded shit. Hold on a minute. That's the vibes I'm getting from the Six of Pentacles reverse. This is not a legitimate connection. This is an illusion. And the connection is being used in order to take advantage of something. That's to think that they're going to get away with something, but you got an emperor observing his surroundings. That may be a very powerful man. This could be somebody in authority or someone that has the influence, a very powerful person. All right, y'all, I'm back. So, anyways, Something's being observed to where two individuals are using a connection or using a situation to take advantage of something. Basically using each other. But it sounds like to me these two are trying to manipulate an older man right here that's in position, has some type of authority. They're trying to manipulate this guy to get him in trouble. And his granddaughter could be letting him know something. This emperor don't look too happy. This emperor's like, oh yeah? Clarify that. The empress. This emperor could be married. He could be talking to his wife about a situation. The emperor has a very nurturing energy towards an innocent person that's been victimized. You're you're not really going to get a nurturing energy from this card right here, but there's something that is going on to where this emperor is going to be able to nurture an innocent person from being done this way by these two right here. That may be in some type of a connection to try to manipulate something to get him to go against somebody. Why would the emperor be pissed off? Clarify that. Because of what someone is doing for money? Or this could be what this individual, this Virgo could be telling him. She's telling him the truth. She's telling him the truth. She may be gathering information and telling him a lot of truth. And this right here, it's like this has opened up his eyes, bro, to a lot of things what's going on. But it's also another situation where someone is doing something very underhanded for currency, for money. Oh, Ten of Pentacle reverse again. As I'm saying that, so the Emperor's finding out about an illegal business being ran. This is all connected to that pinnacle. Like someone is going to him to let him know what is being done to somebody. But this is all this money that was accumulated over a lot of time. But this is something that's been hidden from him. And they try to get this man to go against an innocent person with a situation. Clarify that. Yeah, the individuals try to manipulate his perception. Hmm. Page of Pentacles. There's proof to prove that something has been manipulated financially, and someone was manipulating the narrative about an innocent person to try to have them held back with this like this, but it's in reverse. This could have something to do with restraints. Some of you could have been detained. Let's give me the vibes of detainment. You could have either been detained over a situation or arrested, but it's in reverse. The devil. Okay, so this ain't looking too good for these people that have put some type of restraints on somebody because this right here could be going against someone that has put restraints on an innocent person as aggravated assault or aggravated battery and kidnapping. That's kidnapping, bro. Anytime restraints goes on an innocent person that's not guilty of no crime, that right there is going to be subjected to they could get charged with aggravated assault or aggravated battery or assault and battery. When the person's innocent, the full card represents innocence. So someone shouldn't have been incarcerated. So some of y'all, whoever's resonating with this, you could have been subjected to being arrested, or you could have got arrested. Restraints was put on you. But how this was done was in a very, 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 very abusive manner. You don't lock a innocent person up, bro. You don't put no restraints on an innocent person. Nine of Pentacles, just someone living their life, bro. Living their life, and yet gotta be held up with a situation. Okay, so that would explain why this emperor is not too happy. Oh, Ten of Swords, I'm saying that. Because someone being betrayed. So this is the real victim right here. Sound to me, this emperor ain't buying none of this bullshit. He knows who the victim is, and look like to me, he could be defending the victim, the real victim through a situation, and turn against people that are trying to manipulate him against someone to try to get them to perceive as if they're an enemy. Judgment. Okay, so judgment and a decision has been made. There's something about an evaluation. While this is happening to this person with the Ten of Swords, there's something that is being evaluated and examined. So there's an evaluation of a lot of information and observations taking place. In regards and the people, bro, this keeps on giving me the vibes of with the Hierophant reverse. The Three of Pentacles keeps coming up in reverse. These are people that's working inside of an institution that has been doing this shady shit to this person. And there's somebody else that's connected to this institution that has been involved with doing this to them also. And this is what's under judgment. There's a few people inside here. Could be two of them. See how there's two people right here trying to provide some type of evidence, huh? This right here is false. This is evidence of all these illusions, scamming with the Six of Pentacles reverse that was presented to this person, this emperor, to try to have something credible, huh? But little do they know, or little does this person know whenever this was done, this was all based off of scamming, being malicious towards this individual to betray him, making money off of this individual's betrayal too. Bro, you know how much money was made off of doing this? Countless amount of times with the world reverse that we seen earlier. You know how many times this has been done to this individual? That's the truth. The truth's coming out about it. Yep, truth's coming out. They may have the exact information on how many times this was done. So they have the detailed information on how many times this was done to this person. This emperor possibly got down to the bottom of something. And that's what's going to cause a positive change to take place. And whoever was doing something, if this is on a fake page, this is being investigated and under review. See how that looks like a like button? Two people working together right here, but there's someone else behind those two. That's in that Three of Pentacles reverse. One of these people right here is an authority figure helping somebody else through some pages here. And look at where that snake's at again. Clarify that. Three of Swords. Okay, so there's a shift taking place to prove that these people are not no victim. Ain't not a fucking one of them a victim. None of them. Page of Cups trying to accuse you of victimizing one of these individuals through pages. This could be related to catfishing. That's going to be related to those scamming accounts. Okay, so this is also going to shift a perspective and shift the situation to have people apologize to you, possibly heavily compensated with financial compensation with the Knight of Pentacles. That's some type of heavy financial compensation. They may be ordered to pay a lot of this money. Whatever was being done to harm you this way, they're going to be ordered to pay a lot of financial, something to do with financial compensation. They're going to be ordered to pay a certain amount of money back to you. Something related to financial. Yeah, that's justice. As I'm saying that, why is that? Clarify that. Because of a plan. It could be related to something premeditated. This card keeps showing itself repetitively too. Something about a plan. Something's been discovered with a plan. Queen of Swords has spoken up about that. There's some truths here that's coming out. There's a person that could have communicated with one of these individuals inside here, the Justice card, and to let them know about a plan. Premeditation, plan, and energy. The Queen of Swords has spoken a lot of truth and cleared someone's character and reputation and defended someone's reputation to someone else that they may try to get to work against them with a legal matter with the Justice card. This Queen of Swords spoke very positive about a person that could have been one of these individuals' angels in disguise, at how something kept on attacking them and something that's been out of control. If someone ever defended themselves when it comes to an attacker with the Knight of Swords reverse, they had enough probable cause or justification to actually defend themselves because a criminal is trying to hurt this person. And there's a celebration when it comes to that. So people, if they was once angry at you for defending yourself, they're no longer angry. They're actually happy that you did that because everything is now being understood why something has occurred the way it's occurred. Four of Wands. You have people that support you for standing your ground that's no longer angry or trying to make it out to be a problem of you standing your ground. So there's enough justification and probable cause for you to do what you done because something being done to you underhandedly for finances and trying to relentlessly get in the way of your new beginnings and get in the way of your freedom. This is what's been observed with the Page of Swords. Eight of Wands reverse. There's something being observed about conversations with the Eight of Wands reverse and how you're not communicating with anybody. And whoever this Queen of Swords energy is, that someone's guardian angel in a physical form, has been conducting some type of investigation because of a court order to obtain a lot of conversations that are being sent to try to manipulate something against this innocent person. And they may be transferring that to someone right here so they can see that where this is originally coming from. This ain't gonna be lasting much longer with this scamming and all this bullshit. It's connected to extortion too. Fucking losers. Hierophant. All right, so these conversations are being intercepted by higher up authority figures or a higher up authority figure with the Hierophant card. It's due to a court order for that to happen because there's enough probable cause. This could be a Fed right here with the Page of Swords. This could be a Fed that has a court order on a situation to extract and to intercept conversations, to gather evidence on that. Page of Wands. They have evidence on conversations being had with children from these individuals. Look at that. Exactly. Six of Cups. So that's double clarification. Page of Wands and the Six of Cups. This is what is being done behind somebody's back. King of Swords reverse. And there's authority figures that are doing this, that are manipulating conversations. This is freaking this emperor out, bro. Like this emperor can't believe what the hell is going on. Like, damn, it's really damn, they really doing that shit? Yeah, they are. Two of Pentacles reverse, trying to off balance the situation, trying to make the situation even more worse than what it already is, trying to psychologically torture and abuse this person. Ten of Cups. This may be affecting one of your family members too. One of your family members could have spoke up for you that really loves and cares about you. You could have someone in your family that could have spoke up about something because this could be weighing them down. Knowing who you are. Oh, okay. So for some of you, you may not believe it, but you do in fact have a few family members on your side that want to defend you and protect you because they love you. They love you enough and care about you enough to defend you and protect you. And there's also somebody that may be a fed somewheres that may be looking out for your well-being to have something seen for what it is, that you're not behind something going on over social media that's meant to affect your freedom because they know that this is wrong. Two of Swords reverse. And this is how a lot of lies are being exposed because of powerful people right here. There's the Eight of Swords again. All right, that's it. Somebody's getting locked up. There's a few individuals, could be up to maybe one, two, or three. Could be up to three of them. There's several individuals that are facing the Eight of Swords energy. I'm telling you, this card keeps coming out repetitively. All of this being seen for what it is due to these individuals being locked up. People are fixing to get locked up, bro. Telling you, their ass is done. Yep. Why does the Eight of Swords keep showing itself? Clarify that. Because of trying to hold you back, trying to hold you back. And there's something very significant about that currency that's money. This could be pertaining to embezzlement too. Embezzling funds or embezzling money. This is embezzlement. This is a crime of embezzlement. But they're also going there for trying to have you held back all this time when there's no crime being committed, no law being broken. They're also going to get put here for illegal protection too by somebody in position of power to be providing this person with this type of deceptive practice in order for them to be protected while you have to be subjected to being in trouble. They're going to get their ass locked up for that watch. That's the end of their fucking illegal protection with the Four of Pentacles. That's another thing being discovered. Oh, the Tower. Damn. Cool. Yeah, this ain't looking too good for these people. Three of Wands reverse. All right, so the good news about the reading is these individuals will no longer be able to manipulate lies or scam to throw anything back off on you. Because there's way too much out in the opening. Way too much out in the opening with a Two of Swords reverse. And this is what's going to get you with a victory for some of you. You're going to better to win. This is going to lead you to a victory of winning. There's a lot of people that's going to support you because of what you do for your job. Eight of Pentacles. This could be something pertaining to your job or someone that may have been very dedicated into defending your reputation to make sure that you get this win because they support you also. Bro, some of you out there, you may not be aware of it, but you have a few authority figures that may support you. They just can't come out right out and say, oh, yeah, hey, they're watching, they support. They can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They got to sit there and be undercover. They got to be covert. Some of these people support you. It may be hard to believe for some of y'all, but they support you. Look at that. They rooting you on. Like, keep on going. Keep on going with your bad self. Believe it or not, there's been a few public figures that has been subjected to this activity. Several of people on YouTube is speaking out about how they've been done dirty and unfair, and they may have had to get the higher ups involved to protect them. Now they know why, because there's probable cause to prove something with the Six of Pentacles reverse, and they know exactly why these individuals are doing what they're doing to try to hold this individual back. Trying to get a successful person in trouble for nothing due to jealousy, envy, lying, just to try to hold them back. And it looked like to me these individuals that may be in a position of authority support this person and don't want to see that happen to them because they see their potential and they see how much they could grow from them being freed from this fucking oppressive situation. They want to see them do better in their life. The moon reverse. Not everybody is going to hate on you. Not everybody is going to look down on your success. There's people in powerful places on a 3D dimensional level, especially if you're doing something that you may be very passionate about. There's people that's going to be passionate about defending your reputation and passionate about defending your freedom, especially if you had to report something that was harming you and hurting you continuously. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you move forward. They don't want to see this done to you with the Six of Wands reverse, having to take the downfall for their wrongdoings. That's not right. That's against your rights. And whatever you're doing publicly is protected under the First Amendment. That's why you're still doing what you're doing. The Six of Wands. You're very successful at what you're doing. And from the looks of it, these individuals want to make it more successful for you so you can succeed on your journey. That way you could be left alone. It's been proven to some higher authority figures that you don't bother nobody. Some of you could be a Cancer with the moon reverse, don't have to be. It's been proven to some of these authority figures that you're not out there bothering nobody. You're not a menace to society and you're not a problem to society. The illusions are being destroyed when it comes to whatever was created about you, and this is what is being seen. And this emperor cannot believe what he's seeing, bro. He can't believe how stupid these individuals really are. And he feels disrespected by him being duped and manipulated into going against a person that should not even be going against because of them already being hurt very badly. This is somebody's granddaddy, I'm telling you. This is a grandpa, someone's grandpa that's not taking the situation too lightly. Look, the star card, Aquarius energy. Some of you could literally be an Aquarius. I keep pulling Libra energy, Gemini, Virgo, and Scorpio repetitively in my reads. You could be one of these signs. There's Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus that keeps coming out too with the fixated energy. Definitely heavy on Aquarius energy, the Libra, Scorpio, and I want to say who else? Virgo. Gemini keeps coming out too very heavily. So this is why the emperor is upset at the situation because of you being innocent, you being a creative person, and you got this going on behind your back, being attacked. Fucking losers. That's all right. They better enjoy this five of wands while they can because the eight of swords look like to me it's right around the corner. Let them keep it up with this fucking bullshit. Cause yeah, this Queen of Wands reverse this fucking bitch that keeps fucking with this person. This is an authority figure that keeps on doing this to this person. This fucking bitch right here keeps fucking with this person over and over and over and over and over. Five of Cups. That's exactly what they are too. They a bitch. That's exactly what they are. King of Wands versus two bitches right here that keep doing this to this person. That's these two right here. Look at that. That's these two. Two fucking tyrants doing that repetitively. High Priestess, Pisces energy. Some could be a that. Hey, that's another card I've been pulling. Some of you could be a Pisces. That could be going through that also. You're being guided to trust your intuition that everything is going to turn out just fine. There may be delays while something is processing, while something slowly moves forward. Like there could be a lot of delays, but you're being guided to trust your intuition that this is projections of what they're trying to tell themselves that this ain't never going to end. Oh, yes, it will end. Yes, it will. It's going to end in the Eight of Swords energy. So they better enjoy all this bullshit right here while they can because something's on the verge of having these individuals locked up for that. Clarify the high priestess. Look at that. The six of sword reverse. So these individuals are now understanding and seeing clearly what is being done. That's this intuitive person. This could be an intuitive person. This can also be something to do with a reader that keeps being bothered by a group of tyrants that don't want to back off of this high priestess. And this high priestess is telling the truth. If this is a reader, they're telling the truth. Sun card, as I'm saying that, they're exposing a lot of truth, but this has all been brought to the light to verify their innocence through the situation that they've been telling the truth. The ending card, Leo, Scorpio energy, Pisces energy. And this is what's causing a change, but yet they still don't want to change and still keep on trying to manipulate things to try to cause illusions to force this false narrative on this person. But there's people that see where this person is coming from, and this is not going to continue. There's the ending card again. Strength reverse. Leo energy. This don't have enough strength to hold this person back, but yet they still keep on trying to get in this person's way and keep on trying to force themselves upon this person and keeps attacking them with falsified information. The magician. But all they're doing is manifesting their own downfall and manifesting a lot of weaker energy upon them while providing this powerful person with more energy so they can sit there and point out the obvious and use their gifts to their advantage to destroy the situation the way it should be, to defeat this situation. The Hermit card, there's that Virgo energy again. So there's a Virgo that has been enlightened to something too. Clarify that. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. This could be someone that may have feelings for one of you, or they may feel very compassionate towards what you're going through. If this is not somebody that has feelings for you, this could be an investigator. That could be a Virgo, don't have to be. There could be a specific message. There could be an investigator with the feelings part. There could be a Virgo investigator that may have feelings for one of you out there. Or the other Virgo that I first channeled when I first started reading my cards, that could be a person that feels a lot of compassion towards a situation and wants this situation also stopped. But for some of you, you may have a Virgo investigator that may have feelings for you. But there's another Virgo that has compassion towards what's being done to you that wants the situation stopped also because you're a good person. And this is exposing the enemies and who they really are. And they can't stand that. They can't stand that. They can't stand being seen for who they are, but yet they keep on screwing with you. What they expect? They just basically like to use their connections to cause illusions. That's another thing being seen. They like to use their connection. If this is not a lover connection between two of these individuals, they just like to use their connections to their advantage to cause illusions, to betray someone, and to keep making money off of doing it. And trust me, there was a lot of spell work put on this situation too. There was a lot of magic, a lot of ritualistic abuse that's been put on the situation to try to prevent this from being stopped, but it's that simple. Bro, this is incredibly easy to be stopped. But it's just this individual knowing how to brainwash all these people and using this to their advantage in order to manipulate things. Because, oh, they have the influence and the power to do so. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let them continuously expose themselves because that's what's happening right now. Let them keep it up with this Five of Wands energy. Let them keep on having relations with other people and causing more illusions. Let them continue with that energy because this is going to expose everything of what someone has called out. Let them continue because they still believe that ain't nobody going to be brave enough or bold enough to hold them accountable. Yeah, okay. 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 But that's what they think. That's what they're projecting on the situation because they want to relentlessly control people's outlook and to try to control the outcome. By them projecting this false narrative and this false expectational false belief to try to make themselves feel better about a lie that they've been living while trying to project all of this nonsense onto you. They try to have you suffer their karma. Um, They still believe people are brainwashed into believing that this was you that was doing something wrong, but it's not. There's been plenty of hidden help behind the scenes that could have helped you covertly without being seen. And there's physical proof to prove it. And I'm getting, once this is presented before them to actually show themselves that they're a liar, they're going to try to resist this Eight of Swords energy. They're going to try to resist arrest. That's what I'm getting. They're going to put up a fight. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to be forcefully restrained. That's what's going to happen. Think they big and bad. They think they big and bad. Just wait. They ain't bad. They ain't bad. They ain't seen bad yet. Oh well, they know this one. They know that one. They know this one. They know that one. Oh, they got all kind of people on their side. Conflict of interest, bribery. You think bribery's gonna save you? That's also been discovered too in the Six of Pentacles reverse. The fuck you doing? Bribery is a crime. Bribing something in order to try to persuade the narrative and to manipulate something about a person that's been victimized from these individuals doing this to them, that right there is a crime. That means that they got something to hide. And yet trying to do things with someone to provide them with illegal protection while they're entertaining this betrayal while not helping them. And you mean to tell me that's actually going to save them because of who they know? Because of who they know has also been involved with hurting this person. So it don't matter which way they look at the situation, they're caught. And I'm getting that some of their so-called friends are not going to help them get out of this. No, they're not. They're on their own. They're just sitting there smiling in their face. But in reality, they can't stand this individual. They can't stand them. They're just gonna sit there and put up with it for so much longer until it's like, ah, thank God. There's an air sign that can't wait for that to happen. But yet they gotta be fake about it. That's like there's a side of them that has to be kind of superficial and fake about it. As I say, oh, it's gonna be okay, girl, and oh, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, okay. When in reality, it's like, ah, this man. They could be saying that a lot, like, oh, like that. So they could easily be annoyed. Their friends gonna be laughing at them. They're gonna be laughing at them because they know exactly where they going. They friends ain't gonna be able to get them out of there either. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get them out of there because of all this being piled on top of the situation to prove if this has been done to you for a long time, this is gonna be all accumulated together and used against them for doing this to attack you this way. And the thing about it is, bro, they could watch a video like this and still continue to commit these crimes. Still continue to go through with it. In their mind, nobody can stop them, nobody can hold them accountable. That's what they think to themselves. Nobody can hold them accountable or stop them from doing this. this this emperor, bro, like this emperor could be sitting there like, yeah, yeah, okay, okay, okay. You think ain't nobody gonna stop you. They're just in this mind frame because ain't nothing happened yet. That's why. So this basically like a standoff situation. Ain't nothing happened yet. And by nobody doing anything about it, they just think that, oh, it's just gonna continue. Just wait, watch, watch, watch. Cause there's enough watching. The watching has already been complete. There's physical observations that has already been ran. Now it's the physical action that is pending with this right here. They're guilty. They're guilty. There's nothing they can do to prove or to try to manipulate things any further. And if they so much do that, that's going to be used against them. Let them keep it up, bro. They're already caught. It's basically giving me the vibes they're already caught, but yet something is pending for them to actually physically get stopped. But while something is pending, they keep on doing shady shit with the Six of Pentacles reverse. But that's being accumulated right on top of everything else. Because they're still gathering evidence and gaining evidence. They caught on to who was behind scamming. That's why. Bro, these people are desperate to go to jail. They're desperate. Damn. I never seen somebody people so fucking desperate to go to jail. Damn. That's when you know they toxic, huh? It's like they it's like they can't with all this money that was stolen used in a deceptive manner, you would think they would spend that on a hotel, but yet they wanna they wanna manifest a hotel through a fucking jail cell. They wanna have a vacation. It's like they trying to go away on a vacation. They got a free ride. to the jail or to the prison. This is federal prison. They got a free ride, and then they have 3 meals a day. They got air conditioning. They got heat, and they got a bed, a whole bed right there. Got a free place to stay. Don't cost them nothing. It's like, damn, bro, I ain't never seen a situation so desperate to get locked up. Because that's basically what they're saying. That's basically what they're doing when it comes to doing this shit. Desperate. Look, the devil falls out as I'm saying that. This is the demons that are working through them, bro. This is the demons working through them. Because who in their right mind wants to be desperate to be locked up? Damn. It's like the devil wants his payback because he's all about bondage. And what you think imprisonment is? Bondage. They can't go anywheres. They can't do shit. So why am I getting the energy that these individuals are desperate to get locked up for for continuing to do this bullshit? Desperate. Why am I getting this energy that they're desperate to get locked? Like, why is this energy coming through intuitively? Ace of Cups reverse? Because they keep lying. They keep lying. Everybody knows what they're doing with the high priest. It's like everybody knows what they're trying to hide. And this cycle is closing. Because that's exactly where they're going. There's a Gemini that may be talking shit right now with the lovers reverse Gemini. King of Cups, the patient man reverse, the Knight of Wands, because they still trying to believe some false narrative. But everybody knows, even this individual's friends are not really friends with them. Some of their friends are attracted to an innocent person. That's what it looks like. Yeah, Queen of Wands, and then they have the Ten of Wands. It's like this person up here really is not this person's friend. They're passionate about, like, there's a desperation at them getting locked up. Why is there desperation here coming through intuitively? Because of doing something to an innocent person and relentlessly running their mouth about them. And people that they think are their friends are not really their friends. And they're running their mouth about this person that's been doing this shit to them. While this individual still thinks that they can manipulate the narrative. These people right here, there's a Gemini somewhere, it's heavy Gemini energy that knows someone knows what's going on. There's a lot of people that know what's going on. And all this is doing is causing a lot of turning away energy. It's because they're very passionate about continuing to do the same thing, to not want to leave someone alone, to manipulate the narrative, to try to hold somebody up. And someone right here, bro, is pissed off. It's a Gemini, so a Gemini female somewhere is pissed off. This is someone that could instantly switch. So why would this person be in a reverse position? Why is that? Because they need to leave someone alone and let them walk away. That's why. They know someone has had their back turned too. All this shit that keeps being done behind someone's back, they know that this person has their back turned and they're about tired of this person running their mouth about this person right here. They're tired of it. So why would the Queen of Swords be pissed off? Because of the Hierophant reverse, because of an authority figure. Exactly. This is corrupt. That's why, like, this is corrupt. This is illegal. What is being done to this individual? Oh, Knight of Sword. Oh. This individual about ready to fucking lash out. Damn. Damn. Mhm. Eight of Wands reverse. They also know that this person's not behind these conversations. They're not behind conversating with people. So how many times are you gonna do this? The moon reverse. This could have something to do with witchcraft with the moon reverse. A lot of negative energy is reversing. A lot of full moon magic, super moon magic, new moon magic. Bro, these stuff is engaged in rituals and magic. Every full moon, new moon, lunar cycles, etc. They engage in that. And it's like no matter what kind of magic that they could be pissed off about that too, that don't work. They know that this ain't gonna work. You're too powerful for that to affect you. And it's like someone's trying to force this individual to participate in a ritual pertaining to betraying you, but this could get them in trouble. And it's like, no, they don't support that shit. Because this person already got enough attention drawn to them as it is in a very negative way. Friends that they thought was their friends is not really their friends. They talking shit about this person, this other female. Because if this person was to engage or keep engaging and being in connection with the individual that has been hurting you, they could be subjected to being in trouble for that. Because that would be guilty by association. Especially if the feds are involved, because I'm getting the feds' energy is somewhere cloaked. But they're there, bro. I can feel them. Three of Swords reverse, and the air sign don't want no part in that because they don't believe in hurting an innocent person that way. That's what it looks like. They could come across as ice cold, but that's just who they are. Don't mean that they're a bad person. That's just who they are. Look like to me somebody could be trying to force this Queen of Swords into and being involved with trying to attack somebody, and they don't want to do that. Yeah, Five of Swords reverse. They don't want to be in this energy like this. It's in reverse. They actually want to compromise and to have closure to the situation, to bring closure, possibly open up the lines of communication and to let this person know what was done. But someone don't want them to do that. And it's like they're trying to bully them into doing this shit. It's Cancer Scorpio energy. And this is something that they may have a fear of at things ending for them. But I'm getting that it's not because they're simply not engaging in that. If they're not doing any of that, things are not going to end for them. They're trying to scare this person. That's what it is. They're trying to scare and intimidate this person into doing this to you. Nine of Pentacles reverse. This is the card of scamming, scheming, exploit, that, and Trafficking. That's what this card means. To try to get you locked up. But guess what? Whoever this person is right here that may not be engaging in that may not know what else to do. If they're not entertaining this, they're not gonna go to jail. They're not gonna get locked up. Feds ain't gonna lock them up. I can't be sure of that, y'all, but the Eight of Swords reverse is coming out. Whoever is not engaging, or even if they are being forced into participating, they can possibly be helped out because of so much force and pressure on them to do this. This is a forceful bully ass person that likes to bully people. They try to force them into making bad investments. Magician. But there's something about them that could be politely rejecting that. There's something about being polite, but politely rejecting that. As I say, no, thank you. This person, okay, so there's someone that's trying to bully one of their friends into hurting an innocent person. I'm about to go ahead and look into that with my cards and see what my cards tell me. But they don't support this. They don't think this is funny. Three of Cups reverse. They're not this person's friend like they think they are. Because it ain't a true friend to start with. They can also be discovering the fact that this individual is trying to inspire them to be mean, to be cold hearted, mean, to be bitchy all the time, to have like the stuck up vibe to them. Man, that ain't who they meant to be. That's who this person's trying to project onto them. They're meant to be healthy individuals at whatever they're doing in their life. They're not meant to be bullied. A fucking female or anybody that sits there, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if they're a friend or not. The minute somebody crosses you and tells you something that you don't like, you call them out. That's what you do. You look them square in their eyes and you say, you just give it a moment of silence to just look at them. You will begin to see a shift in the energy as I say, they're going to start being aware of, oh shit, they fucked up. And you just keep looking at them. That's whenever you remove your presence from the situation and you never talk to that person again. You just give them that look, that silence. You don't have to sit there and lash out. You just look at them square in their eyes and you let them see the look on your face. Or you can either call them out. You call that fucking person out. That's what you do. You call them out. You don't let somebody sit there and fucking betray you or make you the butt end of a joke or to try to sit there and try to be friendly, but yet want to sit there and try to make it seem as if you're a joke. No, you call that bitch out. That's what you do. That's your friend to start with. I'm going to tell it like it is me. Who the fuck you think you talking to like that? Like, that's how I would come across it. Like, I don't know what you think is funny. I don't know what all y'all think is funny, but there's something here that's gonna be fixed real quick. It's gonna be me removing my presence from this so-called friend group. Cause let me tell you something. You ain't gonna disrespect me. Ain't none of y'all gonna disrespect me. Watch for the quiet ones because usually they would try to do this to ones that may be shy. But that's the ones that can have a backbone though. But everybody's gonna have their own way at communicating that. I mean, you don't have to address it like that. You could just give them the look of silence. Look at them. Just because you're quiet and you're looking at them, but you're giving attention, but it's not the attention they expect. That's actually going to catch their attention as to say, "Oh shit, they done fucked up." I mean, I really can't tell anybody what to do when it comes to a situation like that. And if for some odd reason you give one of these individuals that look, and chances are they may not approach you or they may not escalate the situation. Once again, I don't promote any violence or any of that. So we're not going to get the information misinterpreted, but I will state it from my own way of dealing with situations. So if you got somebody running their mouth and relentlessly trying to act like they're your friend, you first give them that look. I would first give them a look like that. And if they want to provoke even further and start approach you to try to get closer in your vicinity, to try to get closer up to you in your personal space, boom, I punch them square in their fucking mouth. I wouldn't waste any time. And you give it all you got. Wow. I punch their fucking ass square in their nose or their mouth. They have a busted mouth fucking with me like that. But stick the minute I give them that look, and yet they want to try to approach me because that right there is gonna be an indication this individual's trying to launch an attack at me. I'm gonna defend myself. Or fucking come near me. I told you one time, there's that moment of silence. They get their mouth busted. Of course, it may get me in trouble, but at the same time, my self-respect comes before allowing somebody to do that punk shit to me. Fuck that. They have their fucking mouth busted. That's what happened. They try to launch at me or lunge at me. Because I'm already giving that look as it is, and yet they want to try to step closer and try to provoke as if they're gonna come in my space and try to do something to me. And the thing of it is, they're already on guard. They should be expecting me to do something because I'm not gonna sit there and wait for them to attack me. They already try to assault my character. They try to sit there and disrespect me. So that right there is gonna be a sign of checking them on their bullshit and silence. And yet want to look at me as a say, oh, you got a problem or what you gonna do? And the minute that comes out their mouth and they're coming forward to where they're within an arm's length of me, wow, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Or play that bullshit with somebody else. That's how you deal with bullies. This may not be the all the way the right thing to do, but I could give a shit less what these teachers be telling people in the schools and all that because they do have policies against bullying. But I will state a fact. Bullying will not stop until you kick their ass. Until you put up a fight and you give it all you got. I promise you. I could care less what society has to tell the people or what the laws are. When it comes down to a bully is not going to learn their lesson until you put up a fight. And you may have to do things that are unexpected, but that right there, you're going to have to defend yourself. Because a bully is not going to stop until they get their ass beat. For a female, as far as a female situation, if you want to defend yourself, I mean a nice good old slap across their face like that. That fix them. Because it's different when it comes to situations like that. But I mean, you could end up the result of that, you could end up in jail. But that's a lot better than having you sit there looking like a punk to everybody that's around to think that it's okay to crack a joke on you or to try to wreck on you and bully you. That ain't really your friend. That's a fucking enemy. And you show them what kind of enemy you could be. Oh, you want to be an enemy? I'm gonna show you what a true enemy is. And they fucking friends could get it too. That's the way I look at it. Want to stand around like that, want to act like, oh, why'd you do that? Pow! Like you punch one of them so quick, like what? Not everybody out there is a martial artist or a boxer. Punch one of them as fast as you can and kick the other one aside, kick them in their ribs. Bow! That's two of them down right there. You got one of them holding their stomach on the ground like they're like, oh shit. Then the other one got a busted mouth. Yeah. Fuck, I give a shit less they got three of y'all hanging around. I don't give a shit how many of y'all are around. What I'm doing is simply addressing the fact that you ain't gonna talk to me like I'm a piece of shit. Number one. Fuck you and your fucking friends. Y'all could be friends together. Fucking bullshit. I can't stand people like that, y'all. But anyways, that's just my defensive side coming out because society is trying to teach people to, oh, go tell a cop. Bro, you know how long it takes for a cop to show up to a situation? I mean, you do have the right to self defense. You do have the, I want to say that's a law. If they hit you, but that's if they hit you first. You have the right or try to attack you first. You do have the right to defend yourself. You're not going to go to jail for that. But make sure that you have people around you and make sure that you have a camera around to catch that. Because the law is going to want to investigate what happened. And when they see that the individual try to attack you first, chances are you're not going to get arrested or go to jail. It's self defense. But I mean, when it comes to a bully, bro, The law needs to understand that you're gonna have to sometimes put hands on them. You're gonna have to beat the shit out of them. You don't let some punk come around you, bro, and disrespect you or start telling you things that you really don't resonate with or trying to knock your confidence down or trying to attack you that way. You don't let somebody do that to you. Just like I said, you don't sit there and strike first when it comes to first acknowledging that, hey, this individual's trying to disrespect you. Give them that look. But if they start trying to taunt you and trying to say, oh, whoa, oh, you got a problem, and what you gonna do, and start coming closer to you, do not back up. Do not back up. You don't let them get within a certain distance of you. When they get too close in the arm's length, that's whenever I would defend myself, bro, physically. Because you already done gave them a sign, as I say, they need to cut it out. They need to watch what they said. If they can't apologize, then that right there is going to tell you everything you need to know. Because chances are it could happen that way. But they're going to be in the wrong by sitting there trying to taunt you and coming into your space. You don't want somebody to sit there and hit you first. That's just the way I look at it. Because that one hit, bro, could literally knock the person out. Not everybody's going to have the same belief as that, but that's what I personally believe in. This is only for the bullies when it comes to a situation involving a bully. You crack that bully's jaw, they gonna see then that damn. Bust them in their mouth, they gonna see then that damn. They gonna get their ass whooped they fuck with you. Try that punk shit somewhere else, man. Go crack your little lame ass joke to somebody else and try to bully or boss somebody else around. Cause I ain't gonna tolerate it. That's the only way a bully will leave you alone. You can call a cop. Guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna get out the jail and do the same thing again. The only way a bully will learn its lesson is when people stand up and fight against them. And eventually, that right there is going to be enough as to say, you know what? People going to put up a fight around them, so they're not going to be that person anymore. It's going to knock some sense into their head as to say that, hey, they're going to respect people. But I want to say that there is a law of self defense depending on where you're at. I know where I'm at, they did have a law of self defense. If somebody goes to attack you and you could prove that they tried to attack you and you defended yourself, you can actually get away with that. You're not going to get in trouble. But make damn well sure that you have cameras around and you have witnesses around because they're going to show up, bro. Especially you got somebody leaking. That right there could go off as an assault charge. But I mean, shit. You're not looking there, bro. You're not looking to play around with a situation. I'm gonna bring up a situation when it came to my mom a while back. Whenever she was married to somebody else a long time ago, they was going down the road, which the law has changed ever since then. Well, him and my mom was in a car with one of his best friends, and he had his brother. My mom's ex-husband had his brother with him, and they was all in the car together. And they had a female that was walking on the road that didn't like my mama for whatever the reason is, and they had a dude that was with her. Well, anyways, that girl was flipping off the car like that, and my mom's ex-husband said to that dude, "Hey, turn this car around." And his friend kept on telling him, "Oh no, they don't want no trouble." He grabbed his own best friend by the back of his hair like that. He said, "If he don't turn this car around, he's gonna whoop his ass too." So, anyways, that's whenever my mom's ex-husband drove back around, pulled through the median, parked the car on the side of the road like that, and that's whenever he got out the car, said something about she got a problem with that finger because he blah. Some about she had a problem with that finger, that finger was gonna get her hurt, and then the dude started threatening him as to say that he was gonna sit there and cut him. So what he done was he went in his pocket and he pulled out a switchblade, and that's whenever he hit him in his mouth like that. Busted that dude wide open, bro. I'm telling you. Plow! Knocked the knife clean out his hand. Soon as he went in his pocket to grab that switchblade, bro, that's when he hit him. Plow! Then he went over there, walked up to the knife and put it in his pocket. Said, "Man, you're gonna end up getting hurt with that." And then he got back in the car and they left. The cops got called. Guess what? The cops said, well, they had a weapon on them. Cops didn't do shit about it. He was just very protective over my mama because he seen that as a sign of disrespect to him. He don't play that shit, bro. Like somebody flip him off, he takes that as they're flipping him off. They flipping the car off. She's trying to antagonize my mama, but the way he was looking at it, they disrespected him. And the same man also had to put a few bully cops in their place too. Whenever they kicked open his doors, this was in the 1980s, I want to say, or the 1990s. There was a situation in regards into him not having some type of inspection sticker or something to do with an inspection sticker. And they try to kick open his door. They went in there, kicked open his doors, and grabbed him up and started threatening him. And that's whenever he uses martial arts on him. He beat the total of 15 cops up by himself in his own house, taking their weapons from him and everything. And it took for one of the cops to show up as I say, what the hell went on in here? And that's whenever he told that cop, he's like, ain't nobody gonna put their hands on him. All it would have had to take as I say, look, they're under arrest, and he would have complied. But nah, you ain't gonna come up in his fucking house and grab him up like that and stick a weapon in his face. They're not gonna do that shit to him. Bunch of bullies that thought that they could just sit there and just do whatever they wanted to him until he had to show 'em what time it was. But they didn't even have a search warrant either. They just kicked open all his doors, broke his doors down, and they had to pay for all that. They had to pay 3,500 worth of damage of his property. Even a coffee table that he body slammed one of the cops through. I'm telling you, bro, that really did happen. The other cop tried to come at him and try to grab him a certain way. He picked him up like that, body slammed him on his own coffee table, broke his coffee table. They had to pay for all that. The judge ordered the cops to pay for all that because they kicked open his door, kicked in all his doors without a proper search warrant, and put their hands on him and assaulted him in his own house. And the judge went against the cops for that. Oh, so this could be pertaining to a situation where they could have okay. So there could be a few officials that thinks that something is funny, and a judge could end up going against them. But that was way back in the day, y'all. Like things changed ever since then. But I mean, they kind of asked for that, bro. I mean, they didn't even have a search warrant to enter his place of residence, and they grabbed him up and put a weapon in his face and threatened his life, threatened his freedom, and had him held up by his shirt, pushing him up against the wall like that, sticking a weapon in his face. That pissed him off. He beat all the cops up. Then his brother was on the other side of the table. I was just like, hey, you need to stop. You need to stop. He's like, fuck that. I ain't stopping. But yeah, that was many moons ago that happened. I mean, we're not talking about a situation like that, y'all. I'm just like, since I'm on a bullying topic, but this originally goes back to whenever him and my mom was in the same car together, and they had that girl that flipped him off, and he didn't take that too lightly. And he was just going up there to confront the girls and say if she got a problem with that finger, he knows exactly where she could stick it at. He told her about herself, and the dude decided to challenge him and threaten him and pull out a switchblade on him. And that's when he got his ass punched in the mouth, spitting all teeth. I mean, he asked for that, bro. Like the individual, all he was doing is telling the girl about herself because she had no right to flip him off like that. Because the way he sees it, that's a sign of disrespect to him. Which, they could have ignored it, but not to him. Because that individual has been trying to, like, this individual try to bully my mama. She would walk down the road all the time. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to tell y'all. They had an incident to where they was outside one day. Her and my mama and her ex-husband was outside one day. And the same girl that kept on walking on the street, that kept calling her names, her ex-husband told her, he's like, you want this girl to leave you alone? He told that to my mama. And she really didn't want to fight. He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you want her to leave you alone? Go out there and do what you gotta do. And my mama went out there and whooped her ass, bro. She didn't ever come down that street to get doing that stupid shit, calling her a bitch and all this and calling out her name, because that's what she used to do. And my mom would just sit there and ignore it. But he was outside one day as I say, you know how to stop that? You go over there and do what you gotta do. My mama kicked her in the stomach and grabbed her by the back of her hair like that and smashed her face in her knee and busted all her face up. She never messed with her again. She done that side kick because my mama used to take up martial arts back, and then she did that side kick like that. And then she grabbed her face like that, smashed it in her knee. No, it was a snap kick. It wasn't a side kick. It was a snap kick to the stomach like that. And when she went to bend over like that, that's when she grabbed her by the back of her head like that and smashed her face in her knee. And guess what? My mama didn't get in trouble for that either. But of course, the laws was different back in the day. But like I said, bro, if somebody's got that right there is proven that a bully is not going to leave you alone until you do something about it. And there's a Gemini female somewhere that could be tired of being subjected to being bullied. I don't like this individual being bullied either because that's starting to irritate me. I don't like bullies, bro. Yeah, yeah, y'all hold on a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and keep on reading. What is this person doing to bully this individual? What is this person doing to bully possibly a Gemini feminine? Or could be somebody else. What is this person doing to bully this individual? They may not see it as bullying, but it is. I don't like this energy. The moon reverse. What are they doing to bully them? King of Swords reverse. Two of Pentacle reverse. The lovers. It sounds like to me this Queen of Swords could be sticking up for themselves. They're not going to allow themselves to be pushed around like that. Nine of Wands. Five of Swords. The Four of Wands reverse. They're trying to manipulate her. Trying to manipulate her. They could be trying to manipulate something about the individual's mama or their dad. Just give me the vibes like father energy. There's mother energy here. Whatever this is has been revealed with the moon reverse. They could be trying to make fun of this individual's hair, something to do with their hair. Could be making fun of their hair or something to do with a slide. Like this individual likes to give a lot of backhanded compliments. They're a home wrecker too. With the four of wands reverse, they're a home wrecker. Could be trying to talk down on this individual's living situation, like just slide comments. Definitely like to psychologically manipulate this. There's Gemini again right there. So this is definitely resonate with a Gemini female that may think that this person is their friend, but they really not. This individual lucky I ain't they old man, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you wouldn't be talking that shit to my old lady. Don't have to be. It's not about the zodiac sign, but it's what this individual keeps on doing. Even though the person may be able to stand on their own, I wouldn't allow that. This would not be her friend around me. The daddy side of me will come out. Stay your ass wherever you came from, carry your ass wherever you came from, and go do that bullshit with somebody else. And stay away from my old lady. That's what I tell them. And they better listen. I don't know if this person is in a connection or not. If this person is in a connection, I mean, they may have an old man that may be kind of defensive or that may be protective of them. Hopefully, it is that way. But I'm not going to mention them, my protective side when it comes to that if they are in a relationship. I'm just saying if for some reason I had an old lady that had somebody around like this, I would not put up with that. I tell them one time that they're not welcome to any get-togethers. They're not welcome to be friends with this person. And that right there could come across as a control freak, but it's really not. Even though the person may disagree to that, like, oh no, no, why you got to do that? Don't worry about what I'm doing. This individual is not good for your well being. They're not your friend to start with. This is an individual that's trying to hurt you. And I'm not going to sit there and tolerate that. It may piss the individual off, but eventually they're going to come to their senses as I say, you know what? I protected them from an enemy. They don't need that bullshit in their life. And if people want to open their mouth about, oh well, your old man's controlling, you think I'm gonna sit there and listen to that because it's not controlling. It's all about having respect for themselves and not allowing someone around someone to hurt them or to be a bad influence to them. Because I simply am not going to tolerate it or put up with it. They're not going to be getting my old lady in trouble or trying to drag any type of drama to my living situation or anything around me or to try to drag her down and get her in trouble. That's not going to happen. There's nothing controlling about it. It's protection. See, people tend to confuse. See, they could do whatever the hell they want to do. They want to go out there or whatever. Go ahead and do it. They want to go to the store. Go ahead and do it. Go right ahead and do it. But if someone's going to be sitting there trying to put this individual down in the presence of me, I'm going to check that individual on their bullshit and I'm going to tell them to leave. Don't ever contact them again. And I'm going to sit there and have a talk with them as I say, look, even though they can make their own decisions, but sometimes people don't catch on to that. They may not be fully aware of what's taking place. because they may once seen the individual as a friend, but I'm gonna explain to them. I'm gonna say, look, this is really not healthy for you. I ain't trying to control no friendship. That's not a real friendship to start with. This individual's trying to cause you issues and make you feel bad about yourself and put you in a bad mood and to have you feel as if you're on the fence and you feel like you can't truly be yourself around this person without feeling criticized. That's not your person. That's not your real friend. They got better quality people out there that's way better than this piece of shit that's hanging around you. That's how I'd say it. I wouldn't hold my tongue. But anyways, I mean, they could be trying to manipulate their old man against them if they are in a connection. But anyways, I don't know much about that, y'all. I'm not gonna sit there and read on that, the details, or get into details, because that is indeed their private life. But they could be trying to manipulate. If this individual is in a connection, they could be trying to manipulate their old man against them. He could be an air sign. They could be trying to manipulate their old man against them to try to get them to argue with each other with the four wand reverse. That's another sign in itself right there that this individual could be on a lot of under a lot of manipulation that could be affecting them. They could be projecting their energy on this individual's old man to get them to argue with the person or to be suspicious of them. But that's magic that's affecting them. That could be affecting the connection that they're in. If they do indeed have an old man. But just like I said, I don't know the situation personally. And I'm not going to be too specific or detailed because that is private information. But I'm just saying what the effects could be doing. What they're doing to try to bully this person. They could be trying to bully their old man if they have an old man. Working through them with some type of manipulation and try to cause disharmony in their connection. But this is on a psychological level and an energetic level to try to project them through this man to try to argue with her and hurt her. But it's not really him that's doing that. This person's manipulating things on a spiritual level to try to have that happen. That's what I'm getting out of these energies. Yeah, just like I said, this person ain't worth the shit to start with that keeps doing this. But it sounds like to me that they could be standing up for themselves as I say, look here, bro. They're trying to manipulate them into apologizing. Like this Queen of Swords could be very apologetic, but she's not like that with just anybody. She could be trying to bully her into being apologetic. Like almost as if she's trying to force her into submission of taking accountability for this individual's wrongdoings. Always having to apologize. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. There wouldn't be no apology. Man, I'll tell this individual, kick rocks. Ain't nobody fucking sorry. Kick rocks. I'm telling you, I wouldn't put up with this bullshit one bit. I look at this individual like they crazy. You expect me to apologize to who? Man, get the hell on out of here. Nobody saying shit. Ain't nobody owe you nothing. Now, this may not resonate with everybody, but you know who else would actually look up to a person that way that would defend someone like this? Their daddy and their mom. They would look at that as I would be a good influence. Not allowing someone that thinks that they're a friend of theirs to manipulate them and to pull them and to manipulate them into apologizing when they didn't even do anything wrong. When this is the person causing problems to them. That's what's going on with the situation. Look, this is this Queen of Swords. Could be a brother Gemini energy showing itself again. having to be overly apologetic and apologizing for things that they're not even doing. Like they could be forced into apologizing for being for standing their ground, but they shouldn't apologize for that. Try to manipulate them on a spiritual level too with the moon reverse, but that's all revealed. They're trying to make them feel guilty for saying whatever. Like they could be saying whatever, whatever. That's how they feel, whatever. And they're trying to guilt trip them. They're trying to guilt trip this Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of guilt tripping here, trying to guilt trip them. But from the looks of it, they don't have shit to apologize for. When it comes time to being a royal bitch, they need to be a bitch towards this person because they're a bitch to them, apparently. They got a problem with it, then fuck them. Nobody give a fuck how they feel about it. That's the Aries moon coming out of me, y'all. I got an Aries moon. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. I ain't gonna sit there and let somebody do this punk shit like this. I'm telling you. That can also be the Libra in my chart too, because I got some Libra signs in my chart, which is all about balance. I don't like imbalanced situations, especially when it comes to a connection. I will not allow this to be being done to this individual. Not at all. Speaking of Gemini, I got Gemini on my chart too. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius in my chart. So it means so it's like the air signs combined with the Aries and Sagittarius signs. That right there is not a good mixture at all because that right there is going to cause an unexpected storm to brew out of nowhere. It's like, damn, bro. It's like a volcanic energy. They would least expect, like, damn, man, this man's like off of impulse. But I make sure that I analyze the details in a split second before that impulsive decision is made to make sure it's the right decision. As to say, hey, oh, whoa, whoa, hold up a minute. Ain't none of that bullshit going on over here. Mhm. So clarify that. Three of Wands. Okay, so they've been trying to guilt trip this person for speaking the truth. Possibly standing up for themselves. Okay, so the air sign could have stood up for themselves. And it may be trying to bully them when it comes to them putting, if they're in an argument with their old man, somebody could have started something with them, but yet they could be standing their ground. And it's like, it's trying to manipulate them into believing that they're a bad mother figure, that they're not a fit parent. And this could really be like, ooh, this is really rubbing this individual the wrong way, but they shouldn't have took it to that level because that's fighting words. That's fighting words. But this is the person that's the unfit parent for messing with an innocent person and manipulating something. Okay, so this is the pot calling the kettle black. That everything of what they saying to this person is exactly who they are. This stupid shit wouldn't be going on around me. I'll tell you that right now. But this person could have said face themselves in a mirror. They need to look in the mirror. They need to look in the mirror. They can't look in the mirror because it's like all the glamour magic that was done to manipulate some type of false narrative and illusion about their outer image don't even resonate with the fucking mirror. It's like they can't even look in the mirror because the mirror is disgusted by the false image themselves. The the mirror don't even want to look at them, Queen of Swords. Look, see the Queen of Swords? The Queen of Swords need to hear that. The mirror don't even want to look at them. The mirror is disgusted with the individual also. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. The mirror don't even like them. You know what I'm saying? The mirror don't like 'em. Oh, okay, so they could have made an unnecessary comment about their image, and from the looks of it, they could have said they need to face themselves. Look in the mirror. Whatever. Look in the mirror. And the individual keeps on responding back, and they could keep saying whatever, whatever. Okay, okay, and, but they're not really getting in the energy to where they're hostile. But on a mental level, this person is ready to fight. You see that hand raised, huh? They're ready to smack the shit out of this person. And I'm getting that they would actually win. But if this was a mom, bro, like they're looking out for that. Like they can't be doing all that. I mean, they can if they really wanted to, but they don't want to get in trouble. They're a mom. So this Queen of Swords is a mom. Lady. This air sign would actually win. There's a hand raised right here. So, but this is giving me the vibes of whatever, just go on. Whatever. Okay, that's how they feel, then just move on with their life. That's how they feel. But it's like, no, they want to keep on trying to manipulate them and to make things better with them. And it looks like to me they don't really want to be in the presence of this person anymore. They're aggravated. But there's a side of them that may still like the so-called friendship, but they're not able to adapt to this on an analytical level because they're more so stimulated by conversations that of people that seem to understand them, but this is manipulation. It's like this person just likes to tell this person what they want to hear, and they know how to say things to stimulate them mentally, to keep them in their life, to manipulate this friendship. So that's how they're able to betray this possible Gemini friend. That's not really a friend to this person. And they may be trying to say that this person's two-faced, but everything of what they're saying, this is what they're doing. So what if they two-faced? At least they could show that side of them, that they have two sides to them. They mad because somebody no longer wants to be involved with practicing magic. That's another thing that could be they could be trying to bully this individual with. They no longer want to be involved with casting spells on an innocent person or doing magic. They want to try to fix their life and to fix themselves spiritually. This person could give a shit less if they are two-faced, if they seen as two-faced and not. Don't piss them off. This individual need to leave this lady alone. You know what I'm saying? They need to leave this lady alone. Lady, they need to leave this lady alone. They may be trying to bring up situations about like how they don't spend time with their parents or something like there's something this person crossed the line with this air sign at what they've been telling them or what they have been trying to do to manipulate them to try to take advantage of them. And it's like they're trying to guilt trip them into apologizing for everything that is being projected onto them. And they're sitting there projecting that right back. It's like they're giving them right back what they're well deserving of because they're about sick and tired of that. Yeah, this person ain't no real friend to this person. They could be making some unnecessary compliments about their hair. Something very significant about their hair. They could be making they could be giving backhanded compliments about their outer image with the moon reverse, about their face. This could be makeup. This person could like to wear a lot of makeup and some do with their hair. But it's like this person is the same exact way, bro. It's like everything of what they're trying to judge this individual based off of is more critical on themselves. If this is what this person likes to do and this makes them feel confident or secure in themselves, or if this is a hobby that they like to do, then what's it to them? Like this is someone that is trying to project what they're also doing. Something's giving me the vibes. They're trying to copy this person. They're jealous of their creativity at the way that they could do their hair and their makeup. Because they don't have the creativity. They got to sit there and do fucking magic and to try to siphon energy in order to be a creative person. Maybe this Queen of Swords don't know about that, but I'm being guided to intuitively channel that they're jealous of this individual's creativity at the way they could possibly do their hair and their makeup. Because this right here is not nothing compared to what this individual can do. So this is a stylish type of person that can actually do the makeup to the point to where they could fix up a movie star if they really wanted to. Yeah, they don't want to talk about that, do they? This fake ass friend that's trying to attack this person, do they? Exactly. It should be because her talent could get her known to be putting makeup on movie stars if she really wanted to. Jealous whack ass energy with a magician reverse. Man, this person ain't got shit to be sorry for. That's the way I look at it. I'm just going based off what I'm channeling intuitively. I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm just telling it how it is. Got some nerve to sit there and try to criticize them because of what they do, but yet don't this individual put makeup on too? That's like there's some competition here. They're jealous of the way that they could put makeup on their face and hair. And the only time this individual gets their hair done is by fucking sitting there being frustrated and pulling their hair like, oh, like that. That's the only way they could do their hair. Damn. By being so aggravated to the point to where they grab you want to pull their hair out their head. Hey, you need to get them a wig, lady. You know what I'm saying? Look, they need a wig. You need to give them a wig. Ship them a wig. They're gonna pull that off too. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to get some gorilla glue. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to get a wig and get some gorilla glue. Gorilla glue the wig to their head. That way it ain't gonna come off. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, this person's aggravated. This person's annoyed. They're aggravated. They're gonna be trying to pull the wig off, but yet you got gorilla glue gluing that to the damn scalp, and ain't gonna come off. Or hell, bro, just tell them to shave their fucking head. Shave their head. That'll fix that problem. Shit. They ain't gotta ever worry about doing hair again. They ain't gotta ever worry about, oh well, they do their hair better than theirs. They ain't gonna have hair to start with. Tell them to shave their head. Tell them to shave their fucking head. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to shave their head. Instead of shit, man, this doesn't want to try to crack jokes on somebody, man. I'm tell you right now, I'll tell it exactly like it is. Trying to make this to feel all bad about themselves, about their connection, they living situation, and yet this is what's being done. It's bullshit. I'm just saying. Got some nerve to sit there and try to talk about this individual's something to do with their hair, I'm telling you. Kind of there's extensions here. Something about extensions. You see how they got hair right here, right? There's something very significant about extensions. They could be making sly comments about that. Why they gotta wear extensions? Don't worry about what the fuck they doing with their life. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. But but this is just jealousy that's coming from this individual because they don't have the creativity to manifest them to be like this person. So this person spends too much time wanting to be like them and they can't. This the same person that would like this person's social media post, but sit there and give the evil eye towards it at the same time. To sit there like a grudge like energy to give them the evil eye. They'll be the same person to say they're cute under a picture of theirs or to like one of their pictures and yet sit there and give them the side eye. They just mad because they got their own way of doing things and they're a creative person. They could be a multitasker. They could be a communicator, a great communicator. They know how to get their opinions shared in a very creative type of way. They're a sociable person, but when they want time themselves, they'll pull back. But people don't seem to understand that about this individual. It's just they want their time to themselves. They could be a social butterfly, but when they want time to themselves, they're going to pull away. But people automatically assume that something is up. They just want to go in the hermit mode because things could be annoying to them. They can have a side of them to where they just feel annoyed at nothing, but they'll instantly snap out of that. But people just need to leave them alone. But people tend to not understand that about this person. They could get annoyed easily, but it's not nothing personal on anybody else. It's just something that they may be going through, but immediately they'll snap out of it. If this person don't communicate back to someone within a few days and they see them on Facebook, they'll start accusing them of things. Oh well, they seen that they was active and they didn't respond to their comment or their messages. Is something wrong? This is a needy desperation energy that pushes this person further away. They don't like feeling as if they're controlled. This pisses them off. I don't know this person from Adam and Eve, but I guarantee you, I'm on point with my intuitive channeling when it comes to this energy right here. It's impossible to pull that energy through these cards like this. But this is what I'm channeling when it comes to this Queen of Swords, because this person may need not a confidence booster, but to have a reality thing on, to see reality for what it is when it comes to this person that's spending way too much time at trying to be like them. And they'll never be that person because they don't even know who they are to start with. They spend too much time trying to shape shift into other people's energy. This person got some nerve to talk, it's like they feel like they got a nerve to say something about this energy up here. And the reason why I'm passionate about speaking this message is because the potential around this person at whatever they do that they're good at, this could get them known in a very positive way. To be putting makeup on, if this is a stylish person, if they're really good at doing their makeup, then they have a natural gift. They have a natural gifted talent to actually put this makeup on movie stars and get paid a lot of money for it. That's what this hateful person over here don't like. I'm telling you, they have enough talent to literally be a makeup artist and put makeup on an individual's face, a celebrity's face, and be paid well for it too. So I don't know what this individual over here is trip. I'm gonna tell you what their trip is. Too busy trying to be like everybody else's and intimidated by other people that can do their own thing. They're jealous of other people's creativity. That's what it is. And they can stay jealous too. Okay, so that would explain why the same person, this manipulator, is trying to attack an innocent person's character at them being a public figure, possibly. Because they're also jealous of their creativity. They feel like people are stealing the shine away from them, but yet they already had the shine to start with. These creative people already had the shine and the gift to start with. They ain't stealing shit from this individual. They're the ones trying to steal energy and manipulate and doing it to one of their own so-called friends up here. Who's the problem? But yet, this individual still thinks that they're above everybody else, that they're a leader, and everybody's supposed to bow to them and to apologize and kiss their ass, right? Bullshit. Try that shit with me. I'll tell them exactly where to get off at. They could kick rocks. That's what I tell them. They could kick rocks and don't let the door that swings both ways hit them in the ass on the way out. Fucking weak ass shit, man. I'm gonna get out this energy because this right here, I'm being guided to uplift this individual's spirit, not their ego, but their spirit to tell them that they have one heck of a talent to go a long ways in their life. If this individual has talent at doing hair or some form of makeup, there's something very significant about hair and makeup here. If they have these skills at doing this, then they're gonna go a long ways in their life and actually possibly be in the presence of celebrities to where they could put makeup on celebrities' faces. Keep doing what they're doing. Don't worry about what the senators gotta say. Ain't about shit to start with. All right, let me go ahead and verify why am I in that energy to defend someone. Because of this individual possibly being enlightened to like it's my purpose to enlighten them. Possibly have them see who they really are. That's way better than this person that's trying to bully them. So why am I being guided to be in this defensive energy to defend this Queen of Swords from a so-called frenemy? I'm not trying to be in that defensive energy, y'all, to defend anybody. It's just what's going on, what I sense. That's not really my place to defend anybody, but that's what's coming through my cards and it's being felt intuitively. And I'm gonna go based off my intuition and follow that gut feeling. Why is that? Why am I being guided to stand up for this person? They about to bully this individual around me to take that shit somewhere else. Cause I see this individual potential, who they could be, who they already are. It's already there. The Five of Cups reversal. This individual can stop feeling upset or feel as if they're guilty. If they do feel guilty, yeah, to pull them out their head. That's the truth. They ain't got shit to be sorry for. The moon. Because of someone trying to project a false narrative onto them to get them to feel bad about themselves. Yeah, look at that. To turn them in reverse. That's why, because they think that they're a problem, but they're really not. This person is jealous of this individual. Trying to project as if they're a bad mother figure. It's like they're criticizing themselves. But this truth is gonna be able to pull them out this energy and to dissolve this magic that's being put on them. That's why. Because of illusions. That this individual ain't the one living a lie. You see how the Queen of Swords is coming up in reverse, right? Look at that. In reverse. Look at the moon right there. They're not really a cold-hearted person. Someone's placing magic on them and doing hateful things in a very malicious way to put them in reverse. I don't like that. I don't like that. I can feel that energy too. Like a person's jealous of this individual. The Knight of Cups reverse, envious. I'm talking about envious to the extreme of this individual, and yet got them in the energy to where they may not be trustworthy of people. They could be scatterbrained. This this is gonna better to pull them out their head with the nine of swords reverse and get them to see reality for what it is to destroy these illusions. So that's why. So let's go ahead and see if the information is going to be helpful because this is definitely resonate with somebody, bro. Because someone's trying to bully this individual to the extreme. Is this information going to better to help this person pull them out their head and destroy a lot of illusions that's on their psyche? That had to pull them out of that. Okay, so this individual is using the air element against them. If this is a Gemini, they're using the air element against them to put them in their head to attack the cerebral cortex. That's what I'm getting. So they're trying to project some type of magic to attack the individual cerebral cortex, to have them in this internal analytical self-critical energy, to have them project certain things through the psychological on themselves in order to get themselves to appear in reverse, if that makes any sense. Is this going to help? Yes, it is. The Six of Wands. Yes, it is. Damn. So this is a very positive sign. The Fool, the Ace of Cups, the Emperor reverse. Yeah, because somebody's relentlessly trying to control how this individual views themselves. This could be upsetting to them. Like this person could be crying. This message could have this individual break down and cry. This give me the vibes of I'm somebody that they could least expect for me to be in this energy. It's like an unexpected Six of Wands energy. I don't know this individual from Adam and Eve, and it's like, damn, how does this guy know that? It's gonna better to stop a jealous individual from working against them, is what it looks like. It's gonna better to prevent that from happening. And this is gonna have them with people that's gonna better to appreciate them and be around genuine spirited people. It could get the hell on out of here. Whoever's been in this jealous energy and trying to criticize and do all this and do all that and do all this, trying to project themselves outwards on an internal level to attack the individual cerebral cortex, to have them self criticize themselves on an internal psychological level in order to pick apart things that's supposed to be stimulating this individual's intellectual side. That's going to better to pull this individual out of that energy, I'm telling you. Yep. The Knight of Wands is in reverse. This person's not going to be able to sit there and to put them down anymore. This can also be scaring the hell out of this person. It could be scaring the hell out of them, like how I'm channeling that. But I mean, hey man, that's one of my gifts. I'm gonna let that gift flow naturally. Okay, so this could bring a lot of positive energy about, but this gonna have somebody thinking about a lot of things and possibly put them in the energy. Whoever's been doing this to this person, this bully could end up breaking down and crying. That's good. They need to cry. They could be putting this individual down. I know the hell they think they are, but they're not powerful. Being a bully is not powerful. That's a coward. You gonna have a real motherfucker in there telling it like it is to actually bring a lot of inspiration and creativity to bring that drive, what they're needing. fuck out of here with that bullshit. Moon card reverse. Clarify the moon reverse, damn it. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Stupid shit, man. Aggravating. Anyways, the Six of Wands is. I'm not gonna read this fucking bullshit. But anyways, it is gonna help the situation. It is gonna help, especially with the Six of Wands being in the upright position. But anyways, I'm not gonna read on this jealous individual's energy because it don't even matter to start with. Anyways, continue with the reading. But from the looks of it, it will help the situation with the Six of Wands. So let's go ahead and get a final closing message. Final closing message. Could also be someone with a Gemini rising. I'm just saying that because it showed itself twice. The Lovers and the Queen of Swords is Gemini feminine. Queen of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius feminine energy, and combined with the Lovers, it's a Gemini. Three of Swords reverse, the Hierophant. So the closing message is the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Two of Wands, Ace of Cups reverse. There's that Empress reverse again. Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles reverse, the Patient Man, Pisces, Nine of Pentacles reverse, the Ace of Swords reverse, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles reverse, and the Queen of Swords again. It sounds like to me somebody could be apologizing to someone that they was lied to about. Some of you could receive an unexpected apology. I don't know from the looks of it, someone could be telling their family members a lot of positive things about somebody. And the Two of Cups is giving me the vibes of an apology, like someone may be upset. So there's a highly emotionally charged, upsetting situation that someone is coming forward about. There's going to be a lot of positivity and forward movement when it comes to something working out the way it should be. Someone's mind blown. It's like they're quiet. Someone's on quiet mode, not in a negative way, like where someone is put in their place. There's a mind blown energy here. Like what? It's like everything around them is just stopped. Time has stopped. It's like they can't believe what they seeing. This is a mind blown type of energy with the Seven of Cups. And this give me the vibes that they don't know what to say. So that's the closing message. There's a lot of enlightenment to what's taking place. Someone could be planning to move forward. I'm kind of getting the vibes of someone possibly getting out of a connection, not because of what somebody has to say about it, but it's just that's their own decision, making their own decision to get out of some form of connection. With the Ten of Pentacles reverse, it's like they're completely removing themselves from that and to spend time alone. Even though they may still be in a connection, they just want to remove themselves out of a connection. Cancer, Taurus energy, Pisces. There's a decision that's being made, and from the looks of it, it's a positive decision because of something being upset. It's like a bittersweet moment here with the Ace of Cups reverse and the Ace of Swords reverse, it's a bittersweet moment. Why am I getting a bittersweet moment? Because of someone, because of someone refusing to walk away from someone, but in a good way. The Emperor. If this person's suffering issues with their father figure, or there may be some family problems going on, they could be fixing things with their dad. It's all because of somebody else. Someone could have been suffering a lot of issues with their father. And guess what? Their daddy's always going to be there. Their daddy's always going to be there. I'm getting the vibes that their dad really ain't mad at him. The Magician, Gemini Virgo energy. This man is more so mad at the fact that someone try to attack this individual's creativity and attack a lot of other people. That's what this man's upset about. This person just wants to try to cause disruptions within family units and to split people apart, to pull them, to try to shapeshift them into someone that they are. It look like to me their family situation is going to better to be healed fully, fully. Yeah, after a period of disharmony, four wine divorce, it's like the family get-togethers may not even be the same anymore. The Thanksgivings don't feel the same. Christmas get-togethers don't feel the same. It's like they feel completely separated from their family. But that's gonna better to be healed because of this bully-like person that keeps doing shit. Yeah, that problem's gonna be removed with a Ten of Wands reverse. They ain't gonna have to worry about that no more. Yeah, Six of Pentacles reverse. A user and abuser. That's all they are. A user and an abuser. Three of Swords reverse. But something's gonna happen to where it ain't gonna better to do this shit no more. Watch. Watch. It could be what I channeled earlier with the Eight of Swords, because there's somebody else that's been affected by the situation too. A lot of people. This could be having a lot of people break down and cry, like they could be consulting into each other. Like there's a family unit here that could be coming back together and mourning over them having disconnects or having fallen outs between the one of them, between all of them. Yeah, this fucking karmic is done. It's karmic that's been causing disruptions within a family unit or family units and a community setting. This individual's done. This fucking karmic's done. Yeah, Seven of Swords, they could be taking off running. Fucking coward. That's all they can do. Scared coward. Page of Pentacles, but it don't matter how far they run, they can't hide because there's evidence. There's evidence. That evidence is following them. Yeah, people, people that are going to be legitimate friends with one another. While this person right here is relentlessly running and trying to hide. Queen of Cups, but they have their own trusted friends. The people that was done wrong, they have trusted friends that they can rely on. They get along with these people because they're supportive of them. They're very nurturing towards them. They're feminine towards them. So this person's gonna have the chance to be feminine again, is what I'm getting to. They're gonna better to be feminine, nurturing, caring, emotional. There's another feminine getting caught up, a karmic feminine getting caught up. King of Cups reverse because of trying to make someone appear to look perverted when this is what this individual is doing to be in this energy to have it appear that way. Yeah, King of Wands reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. This is who this karmic feminine is being seen to be around perverted people. Perverted people and engaging in a lot of explicit, negative, nasty things while being scared all at the same time. Yeah, yeah, the Eight of Wands reverse. They're not going to be able to get away with all of that. Clarify that. Seven of Wands reverse. They have no defense. There's a Seven of Wands reverse again. They have no defense. They're still in their ego. Still in their ego. Leo energy. Six of Wands. Still in their ego, still feeling as if they're going to win a situation by relentlessly receiving reversals of negative energy. Yeah, the devil reverse. They're not controlling nothing with the devil card reverse. They still believe that they're not a toxic person. They're also trying to project as if people are trying to control them, people are trying to control the narrative about them. But this is what they're doing in order to maintain their false, fragile leadership, so called leadership position. But in reality, they're scared. Why are they in the Seven of Swords energy and running, huh? And in their head, too, with the Nine of Swords energy. This is all about trying to deflect the truth in order to keep a lie going on in their mind. And the lie is too negative in order for them to actually accept. It's like it's too painful to accept the truth that they are living a lie inside their own mind. And the Ace of Pentacles. But anyways, this is what I have for the reading, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off the reading. This is what I have for the closing message. This will not resonate with all of y'all, but y'all make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe button. I will have a donations link in the description box below. Thank y'all very much.